Welcome to Heath Riles BBQ. On today's episode of Shooting the Q, we're going to be cooking venison tenderloin my way. A good friend of mine who's a police officer here in town where I live at, Josh Mucciaroni, dropped me off this tenderloin from a deer he harvested over the weekend. Now, I've went ahead and I've trimmed this tenderloin up and got it ready to go. It's going to be great. Let's get it on the grill. Once my tenderloin is all trimmed up, the first thing I want to do is get a marinade made so I can get it in some marinade and let it absorb some of those flavors and take a little bit of that gaminess out. So I've got a marinade made up of Worcestershire, soy, balsamic vinegar, a little bit of minced garlic, some of my garlic butter rub, and some black pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. I'll put the recipe down below in the description also. Now I want to go ahead and I'm going to get our tenderloin cut up in basic little medallions is what I'm going to do today. Now I'm going to cut them in about 1.5 inch portions. Now, so I got them all cut, get them in a bag. Now your venison is going to be a real lean meat, so cooking it hot and fast to a medium rare temp and getting a marinade on it to absorb some of those flavors is one of the best ways to eat it. A lot of people leave them whole, wrap them in bacon, all kind of stuff like that. You can do that, I do it some too, but this is one of my favorite ways to eat it. Now, I'm gonna get the marinade over it. And once I do that, I'm gonna get it sealed up, put it in the fridge for a minimum of 4 hours before I grill it, and you can leave it overnight up to 24 hours. That's what I recommend, but I've got a short time today, so I'm just gonna leave it in there 4 hours before we start grilling. All right, let's get it in the fridge. Now that our deer tenderloin has been marinating for about 4 hours, I wanna get it out, get it in a pan, and get some seasoning on it. Today I'm going with a little bit of a twist. I'm going my hot rub for a little bit of kick, and I'm going with my simple citrus for a little bit of that lemon citrus twang on the end of it. Now we're going to be making a red wine mushroom cream sauce to go over the top of these deer tenderloin medallions, which is going to put it over the top. It's going to be like getting it at a 5-star restaurant. It's going to be great. Let's get started. Now you can see we're going to leave our deer tenderloin wetness. We're not going to dry it off or anything like that. The first thing I want to do is get a little bit of hot rub on it. Now, once I get the hot rub on it, I'm going to come back with a little bit of citrus rub. Now, once I get that side finished, I'm going to come back, turn them all over, and get ready to do the other side. Now, we're going to be ready to get these on the grill, get them cooked off to a nice medium rare temp, and I'm ready to eat them. I don't know about y'all because I love venison. We've got our venison medallions off the grill. We cooked them on the Golden's cast iron Kamado style grill. They cooked in about 10 minutes. I pulled them at 130 degrees. So I cooked them 2 minutes and just kept flipping them every 2 minutes and checking them with my thermopin. When they got to around 125, some of them were hitting 130, I pulled them. So they should be a good medium rare to medium on the inside. Now before I got started grilling the tenderloin, I took a couple tablespoons of butter, a small tub of portobello mushrooms, chopped them up, a tablespoon or so of garlic, minced garlic, put it in a pan on my grill in cast iron and kept stirring it down, right? And as soon as it got to where it was good and the mushrooms were almost done, I dumped in a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream and 3/4 cup of red wine. I let that go till it reduced down. I moved it off to the cool zone of the fire, and then I put my medallions on. They finished up. I panned everything up, let it rest here for about 10 minutes, and now it's the moment of truth, ready to get in them and try one. The marinade that I used on these right here and the simple citrus rub and the hot rub should be a flavor bomb in your mouth. Let's try them. I'm gonna go on here on this big, thick one right here. Now look at that nice medium rare, what we're looking at right there on that, which is a perfect cook on this deer tenderloin. I'm gonna try the tenderloin first by itself. It's got an incredible flavor. The marinade took some of the gaminess away, what I wanted to do. Now I want to go ahead and try some right here with the mushroom sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and spoon a little bit of that on here. That is over the top good. I really can't thank my good friend Josh for bringing this to me. This venison is excellent, and I'm gonna have to put in another order. He's gonna have to harvest a few more this season for us to cook. If you like what we're doing, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and hey, tell everybody, I'm cooking good food that you wanna eat.